The watchmaker's apprentice who invented the most important tool on Earth. Every day, millions of holes are drilled around the world. From skyscrapers and airplanes to smartphones and automobiles, modern manufacturing depends on one simple tool, the twist drill. It's so common that most people never think about it. But this tool, virtually unchanged for more than 160 years, traces back to one man, a watchmaker's apprentice from New England whose invention quietly transformed the industrial world. His name was Stephen Ambrose Morse. Born in New Hampshire in 1825, Morse began his career learning precision craftsmanship as an apprentice watchmaker. But unlike many craftsmen of his era, he was fascinated by machines and manufacturing. By the mid-19th century, industry faced a major problem. Metalworking was slow and inefficient. Existing drill bits were little more than sharpened metal paddles. They generated excessive heat, clogged with metal shavings, and often wandered off target. Factories spent enormous amounts of time drilling holes, one of the most basic operations in manufacturing. Morse believed there had to be a better way. In 1863, during the height of the American Civil War, he filed a patent for a revolutionary drill bit design. Instead of a flat cutting surface, Morse created a drill with spiral grooves known as helical flutes. These grooves continuously removed metal chips while the drill cut deeper into the material. The result was extraordinary. The drill stayed cooler, cut faster, and produced more accurate holes. What had once been a frustrating and inefficient process suddenly became reliable and precise. The design was so effective that it became the standard for the entire world. Remarkably, every modern twist drill still follows the same basic geometry that Morse patented in 1863. Few inventions can claim such longevity. The following year, Morse founded the Morse Twist Drill and Machine Company in Massachusetts. Backed by investment capital from New Bedford's wealthy whaling industry, the company quickly expanded. As America's industrial economy exploded, demand for precision cutting tools grew alongside it. Railroads, shipyards, steel mills, and factories all relied on Morse products. The company became one of the most important manufacturers of cutting tools in the United States. But Stephen Morse wasn't finished innovating. He also developed the Morse taper, a conical tool holding system that allowed drill bits and machine tools to lock securely into place without complicated fasteners. The design proved so reliable that it became an international engineering standard. More than a century later, machinists around the world still use Morse tapers in workshops and factories every day. For decades, the company thrived. Its tools contributed to major infrastructure projects and supported American manufacturing through both world wars. The factory expanded into a massive industrial complex, employing generations of skilled workers. But by the 1960s, the business landscape was changing. In 1966, Morse was acquired by Gulf and Western Industries, one of America's largest conglomerates. The corporation owned businesses ranging from movie studios to publishing companies and sports arenas. To corporate executives, Morse was just one asset among many. Over time, investment in the factory declined. While competitors in Germany and Japan modernized with advanced machinery and computerized production, Morse workers often found themselves operating aging equipment decades out of date. The company's workforce fought to protect their jobs. In 1982, workers organized a 13-week strike and successfully defended their contract. 2 years later, when corporate owners attempted to shut down operations, local leaders and employees launched an extraordinary effort to save the factory. For a moment, it appeared they might succeed. New financing arrived. New customers appeared. Hope returned. But the financial burden proved too great. By 1987, the company filed for bankruptcy with nearly $18 million in debt. Despite repeated rescue attempts, the factory closed permanently in 1990 after more than 126 years of continuous operation. What followed was a slow and painful decline. The abandoned buildings were stripped of valuable materials, damaged by fires, and left exposed to the elements. Years of industrial activity had also contaminated the site with hazardous chemicals. Eventually, the historic factory was demolished. The place where one of history's most important manufacturing inventions was born disappeared from the landscape. Yet the invention itself survived. The Morse brand passed through multiple owners and continues producing cutting tools today. Modern factories around the world still manufacture drill bits based on Stephen Morse's original design. His invention remains one of the most successful engineering solutions ever created. Every time a machinist drills a hole in steel, every time an airplane component is manufactured, And every time a factory assembles a complex machine, the legacy of Stephen Morse lives on. The factory is gone. The inventor is long forgotten by most people. But the simple tool he created continues to shape the modern world, proving that sometimes the most important inventions are the ones we use every day without ever noticing.